Welcome to the Lace 'em Up podcast. My name is David Hartman, aka Davidedo Designs. I am going to be your host today, as always. All right. So today's special guest, I first caught wind of this gentleman with him doing a little talk show with Vic Almighty, and have been following him ever since. I think he is a dope creator. Definitely thinks outside the box. And today's special guest is going to be Malcolm. Malcolm, say what's up to the people. Let them know a little bit about you.
Listen, you want custom shoes, that's gonna take some bucks. Whatever you have for the price, go ahead and raise them up. Better get your spot now for it's taken up. When it's all said and done, my guy, lace them up. Come on, lace them up.
My name is Maloclm Garrett. I am from Paterson, New Jersey, North Jersey, about 15 minutes from New York City. I do custom sneakers, fashion design, and photography. I've been doing custom sneakers for about 6 years. Photography, I'm going on 3. And fashion design, at the level I'm doing it now, about a year. But prior to that, it was just dabbling here and there. But now I'm on some okay, I'm sitting down, cooking up designs. I'm feeling fabrics. I'm sourcing fabrics. I'm looking at different designers, and I'm trying to see all right, what are they doing? What can I do? I like to make clothes that are functional. That's another thing. I like functionality in my clothing. And that's pretty much it, man. I do those 3 things. I mastered. God allowed me to master custom sneakers. I'm still learning, but I can do it in my sleep. Humbly speaking. So now it's time to move on to what else? What else can I give the world? And it's all for the world, man. At the end of it, this ain't for me. It's not for me no more. It's past that. So this is for everybody who follows me, who has ambitions of becoming their own thing, their own entity, their own brand. This is for everybody else. For me, I'm out of the equation at this point. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the history of how I get down and my thoughts, man.
Let's just start there. What would you say is your style?
Casual, sporty, and basic. Basic tees, basic sweats, basic socks, basic hoodies. But also I love my jerseys. I love my sports apparel, team jackets, team hoodies. I like making my own vintage looking sports apparel. Beanies. I love beanies. I love hats. And a few accessory pieces and things like that. Just real simple, man. I don't like to do too much when I get dressed. And if I do too much, it's clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that, for me, that speaks to the custom shoes and stuff that I see you make. They're very, very clean, but the colorways are super dope to me. What would you say is your process on picking your color palettes or whatever you're gonna use when you're making your customs?
As funny as this may sound, the process is to go outside and see life, see colors. I mean, I'm on a ferry one day going to New York, and I'm looking at the Statue of Liberty. I'm like, wow, that teal is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So or if I'm looking at a construction site and I'm like, oh, that shade of orange is wow. How can I incorporate that on a shoe? Now, not to say it's gonna be the next shoe I do. It all has to fit. It all has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So if I see a wild color and I got a pair of ones that I have to do, it might not go on that pair of ones. It might not match. That color might look better on a pair of 3s. And that's just gut. That second part of it is just a gut feeling. It's really rolling the dice. There's times I've done sneakers and I'll step back and look at them nah, that's not doing anything for me. It's not touching me. And then I switch one thing and I'm like, yo! I'm like, what? That's it. So it's really, sometimes it's on the fly. Even sometimes I'll get a shoe and I don't even know what I'm doing yet. But once I start feeling it and touching it, and then I'm looking at my array of colors that I have, then I'll start turning the wheels, start mixing, and I'll slap the first coat on, and I'll look at it, and I'm like, maybe I need to go this way, and then you'll see what you see on the gram after everything is done.
Yeah. So would you say your process is more freestyle or is it more scripted? Like, so I definitely feel what you're talking about when you say like it has to hit you in some type of way first for you to go with it.
Right.
But I know my process, like I do everything on the computer first so I could have a pretty much detailed visual of what everything looks like. And sometimes I can make like 5 or 6 things and I'm like, nah, okay, this one is the one that's it. So what would you say is your process for the actual design piece of it? Is it more of a freestyle? And then what does that look like? Or are you designing it out first and then going from there?
Believe it or not, man, I just be jumping in the fire, bro. I just jump in the water, man. Like most of the times it's like, pardon my French, but F it. Like I'm just gonna paint these, like whatever the outcome is, it is what it is. But I will say this: there are times when an idea hits me for a certain shoe that I gotta get up, I gotta like get some tape, and then I'll start marking the areas with the color of what I'm gonna put. So the next day when I wake up, I'm like, all right, cool, I know where I'm going with this. So yeah, some joints is like, all right, the toe box gonna be red. Let me get a piece of tape. I put red on the tape and then put that on the toe box. Things like that, you know what I mean? But it's a mixture of it's I would say it's 70% jumping in the fire, 30% like, oh, this will look crazy on a pair of threes. Let me jot this idea down. I try to do it on a computer, but for me, I don't get it visually on a computer. Like for me, it's here. Like I don't see it right correctly on a computer.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So what would you say made you fall in love with like sneakers? Like and what would be that number one shoe that made you fall in love with sneakers?
To wear or to paint?
Originally to wear.
Oh. Here's the thing, man. Like, I'm not really the sneakerhead everybody might think I am. I really don't love sneakers like that. Like, I really don't have no emotional attachment to many sneakers. There are sneakers like the retro sixes. I love retro sixes are my favorite Jordan. So like my Olympic sixes that I have there, I could see them probably in a year or two. They're getting ready to crumble. I kind of have an emotional attachment to that, but if they crumble, they crumble. Who cares? Like whatever. So yeah. I really don't have that. So I really can't give you an honest answer on that because I'm really not like I wear like I said, clothing. I get dressed first. Like I don't look at my shoes and like what's gonna match. Like I get dressed and then I'm like, all right, I'll just put these on. You know what I'm saying? Shoe might not even match the whole outfit, but if one little piece matches, if I got red in my shoe and the whole other the shoe is all green and I got brown on and I got some red in it, I'm fine with that because I got red in my shoe. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm more of a like, okay, I'm gonna get dressed then put sneakers on. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna get these Jordans to match this. That's not me.
Right. So it's piece of the unit for you, piece of the outfit for you, in that sense.
Yeah, the outfit is more. Yeah, my outfit is more important than the shoe. Like I'm literally like I don't. People, you know, they say you get dressed from the feet up. Not me. I get dressed from the head down, and I put the clothes on. You got to put the clothes on first. Like you have to put your clothes on first. You don't put your shoes on then your clothes. So that saying to me is backwards.
Yeah, but it varies for me. Sometimes like it's based off. It may be based off the shoe just because I feel like I want to rock that shoe. But sometimes it starts from like, okay, I'm wearing these pants. What am I going to rock with? Or I'm wearing this shirt. What I'm going to rock with it. So yeah, I definitely can see that. I see both sides of it. So that makes a lot of sense. So.
Sorry. I was saying sorry. Lastly, too, like people are DM me and like, yo, what? Like they'll send me something, like they'll send me a shirt or something, be like, yo, what can I wear with these? And I'm like, I don't know, like, because I don't keep up with every shoe that comes out. That's another thing. Like, I don't have a visual in my head of everything that comes out. So for me, I'd rather just go buy the clothes and then look at my closet and be like, all right, I can wear these with that. I could wear this with that. I could wear these with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, it's not like I'm gonna get these to match this.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. That's what's up. So right now we're saying, because I mean, part of what we're talking about is shoes, but what would you say? Typically, one of the questions I ask is like, what would you say is your top 5 custom shoes, right? That you've created, right? But I would want to take it one step further, because I know you post like maybe a sweatshirt or something else to complement whatever shoe that you make. What would you say is
Yeah.
the best or the top 5 couple that you made, or unit that you put together with your shoes that you designed?
I did a lot, man. Um, I've done a lot. I think I did some unions, like Denver Nuggets colors, and I made like this. I made a Denver Nuggets custom jersey for myself. So that, and then I also made like this custom LeBron LA Rams jersey. Um,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
so I think when I paired it with that, that was nice. Um, man, I got a lot, man. The Georgetown threes with the Georgetown jersey, insane. Um, I like it because it's not the typical Georgetown colors, it's the throwback colors, like Patrick Ewing freshman sophomore year colors. You know what I mean? Um, that with the Georgetown jersey. I think I did. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I can't think of them all. I can't think of them all, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
No,
that.
no, no. It's a tough question, man, especially if you've been doing it for a long time. Like it's really a tough question for somebody to try to answer. So what would you say? All right, let's take it this way. And I think I know what the answer is gonna be. But if you was able to design, say, full outfit for somebody dead or alive, who would it be and why?
What do you think the answer is gonna be?
Allen Iverson.
Of course, I definitely would do something for him. Um, Pharrell, Chris Paul. I would do something for LeBron. I like LeBron style. Dead or alive. I would get Bob Marley fly, man. I would
Mm.
put Bob Marley in some fly stuff. And shit, man. Who else? Barry White, bro. Barry White would be a good challenge.
Yeah.
Barry White. Because Barry White was already fly, but I would like to see him like on a streetwear fly level. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So,
That'd be something different. That'd be something different.
right.
That's
I
what's up.
might put that on a T-shirt. I might get Barry White drawn in some street gear and put that on a tee and sell that.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope
Yeah, I
for
think I'm
real.
gonna do that.
That'd be dope. So what would you say is now and what's next for you?
What is now? Now I am about to go do a photo shoot. Um, I have some kicks that I'm working on, some Balenciagas that I'm working on. You know, the thing about me, man, I customize whatever you send me if it makes sense. A lot of people are scared to customize these higher price shoes. I'm not. I'm willing to just throw it in. If the customer is fine with me doing it, then I'm going in. And so I got the Balenciagas I'm gonna, rock with. I got a jacket that I'm making. I got the towel shorts that I'm making. I got some t-shirts that I'm coming out with. I'm actually dropping this t-shirt, which is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jackson. But I put them and streetwear. But the way I flipped it was I put Mike Tyson dressed like Michael Jackson. I put Michael Jordan dressed like Biggie in a Coogee, and I put Michael Jackson in an Indiana Pacers jacket with the Jordan threes on, because Mike is from Indiana. So that's how my mind works. I just be thinking outside the box. I
Yeah.
be thinking about, not the normal things. Think of people like when people see Michael Jackson in an Indiana Pacers jacket, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what's going on here?" Yo, wait, did he put Michael? Yo, Mike is from Indiana, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's,
Biggie. I put Jordan in the Coogee because Jordan was born in Brooklyn. Biggie was from Brooklyn. Biggie wore Coogees. Mike Tyson is from Brooklyn.
right.
It all makes sense. And Mike, they all got the same name, Mike. And then Mike, he liked that. Mike Tyson liked that extravagant, fancy stuff. So I put him dressed like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So like just flips like that. I got that coming out as a T-shirt. And then I'm working on a collaboration capsule with this brand called Urban Cool Lab. The capsule is called Retire from Society. The inspiration came from looking at old family pictures of we African American. I don't know about you, but my family back in the day, they used to gather up in one house, play cards, drink, smoke, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at these pictures like, yo, they was having fun. They didn't care about society. They didn't care about what people thought. They were having fun in those moments. And the idea of retire from society came from that, because I'm in that same boat. Like, I'm retired from living the way you guys want me to live. I'm retired from caring about the way you think, how I should live. So that came from, just old family photos and things like that. So it's going to be like pictures, illustrations of like my grandma, my grandfather, like in a sunset, like in a drop top, like Cadillac or something, just their hand around each other like that. And it'll show like the back view, or like my uncle with a fro, like just images like that, but like, illustrated. So I'm working on all those, man. And I'm working on myself.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, where could people find your information? Where could they go and cop some of the stuff that you're talking about?
They can find me on Instagram at Malcolm Garrett, MalcolmGarrett. My website is bymalcolmgarrett.com, BYMalcolmGarrett.com. I'm on TikTok at Malcolm Garrett, but I'm not as active as I should be. I just don't know. Like, I don't know my lane on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's mad people just doing this all day on TikTok, and then it changes to something else. I don't see.
Yeah.
I don't see a lane yet for me. So maybe it might just be regular, normal, less videos. But that's where you can find me, man. You can find me on those two outlets, and that's pretty much it, brother.
Yeah. Well, that's dope. So, well, give me one tip that you would give to somebody who's trying to get started, either shoes, fashion, whatever the case may be. Give me one tip for those people who are trying to get started.
I said something to my cousin the other day. Damn, I should have wrote that shit down. I don't remember. Sorry for the curse word. I don't remember, but because she's trying to start something, and I forgot what I said to her, man. But I'll just keep it simple and plain, man. You're never gonna get rich working for anybody. Like, you're never gonna be able to take vacations like you want to. You're never gonna be able to enjoy life like you really want to working for anyone. So put that into your fire pit and say to yourself, all right, for the first 2-3 years, I'm gonna bust my, you know what? I'm gonna grind out. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm just gonna try stuff. You have to try stuff. You have to get out there and try stuff. Too many people are so fixated on overnight success that, they see things on the internet like, oh, I could start this business. I know this girl. we were talking as friends. We were talking, and she was just telling me, "Oh, I got this business. I'm gonna start this business. I just started this business." And the whole time in my mind, I'm like, "Honey, you need to slow down. Like, you need to pick one thing, master it. Let that open the door for everything else." So that's my advice. Stick with one thing, pound it to the ground until you feel like, okay, I need to move on. Like right now, I'm at a point with custom sneakers. I'm like, what else can I do? Like, what else can I do besides now start to hook up with the cobblers to create shoes? Like painting for me is I reached that ceiling already. You know what I'm saying? I feel so now I can hit you with clothes. Now I can hit you with whatever, mindful thinking. I can hit you with positive quotes for the day because now my field is open. Now people know who I am. So that's the advice, man. Stick to one thing. Always keep in mind that if you want to live your life the way you want to live it, you need to get on your grind and work for yourself and do it the way you want to do it. This way you can do these things and do cool stuff.
Cool. So this is one question I always ask as kind of a pay it forward type deal, right? So the reason I named this podcast is Lace Them Up from like a customizer standpoint. Like the laces are the first thing you take out the shoe and the last thing you put on to get your final like image and step back and be like, okay, yeah, it's complete type deal, right? But I always ask everybody like, who do they feel that should be on the podcast next, right? And then would they be willing to help get them on as well?
Right. And you're just looking for sneaker customizers,
Mostly, yeah.
or okay. I have my dude Wavy Kicks. Have you ever heard of him? Wavy Kicks Fit. I think that's his Instagram.
Okay.
Him, he's good. He's good at what he do. I have a good relationship with him. My dude Hoop Fresh, I have a good relationship with him. He does more like creating shoes. Like he's done like Jordan satin ones, and he made the box satin like crazy. He's outrageous with it. I got my other dude Minute Maid Poppy. He's like me and him are actually collabing right now on a low top one SB version. And that's what I was saying earlier. Now I'm just gonna start collaborating with these shoemakers because that's the next step. I mean, painting is like, all right, if we can make a few shoes, 5 or 6 shoes, and sell them for whatever a pop, and do that every month or every other month, we chilling and we changing the culture. We changing the game the right way.
Yeah.
I think those 3 dudes, man, I think those 3 dudes would be a good people to interview. And I could definitely reach out to them and see if they're interested in one, because everybody doesn't want to do this. Everybody doesn't want to do this. Everybody. It's not that sometimes it's not that they don't want to. It's just they don't know how. They don't know how to like have a conversation or whatever the case may be. Which is no knock on them. It's just they just don't know.
Yeah.
So I'll however we can coordinate it after we finish this interview, and whatever steps you need me to take to move it along, I'll try.
So throughout our conversation, like 2 things have been sticking with me. Like you said, you've been working on building yourself, right? And then the other thing is like, okay, like what is your business model really for like the way that you're functioning, right? I'm learning that everybody has like their different little niche or lane in this space as well. So could you speak to those 2 things for me real quick?
So the first question was working on myself.
Right.
Just mentally, man, just keeping my mind sharp, keeping the people around me sharp. Always being around people like, Jay, that just opened my door and just showed me like people like that. You need people like that in your life to always tell you move forward, go forward, move forward. Like whatever happened 2 minutes ago happened 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Over. Things like that. Health wise, eating right. Waking up early, 5:30 to really grind out and get it. So I'm done by 1 o'clock. Then I can go ride a bike through New York and just see trees and people. Like that's what it's all about. I got my work done, but now I get to go enjoy nature and summer's here. Like I get to go out now. You know what I'm saying? So even in the summer, you got to get up, grind, and take care of yourself, because summertime you can get lazy. You want to hang out at the beach all day. Nah, like, you have to take care of yourself. Wake up and get to the money, or, you know, get to the work first. Then the money comes second. I never ask for money. I always ask for work, because work comes first. You can't look over the fence without mowing your lawn first. You know what I'm saying? So, and as far as, like, what was the second question?
Just
business model.
Business model, yeah.
Keep it clean and simple, man. Clean, simple, good quality. I'm basic with that. Like, I don't have these sayings or these company, you know, poems and paragraphs. Just keep it simple, basic, and clean. There's a market for that. Like, there's a market for simplicity, cleanness, and basics. Like, you see Jerry Lorenzo slap essentials on a hoodie. Everybody goes crazy. It just says essentials. Supreme. It just says Supreme on a red box. It's simple, clean, but everybody goes crazy. Mm-hmm. So things like that, you know what I'm saying? That's my motto. And the most important too, to add to that, is take care of your customer, man. Take care of your customer. Hear your customers out. There's a few times a few people check me and I listen to them and I thank them. I said, thank you for that, because I need that. You know, you need that type of energy. And it wasn't a check, like a malicious check. It was like, listen, man, I love what you're doing, but yo, you can't do this. You might not want to do that, because as a customer, I'm feeling like this. So yeah, just always treat your customers right. Know when you're wrong and know when the customer's right, but know when the customer is not right and know when you're right. It's a thin line. And that's it, man. My business model is clean, simple, basic, and treat your customers right.
There you have it, people. Another edition of the Lace 'em Up podcast. Thank you for tuning in with us. Remember, all of Malcolm's information will be down in the description box. Make sure you go follow him. Go check him out. Go cop something. Support the man. If you have not yet subscribed to his channel, do so. We got more heat coming every other week. Same channel, same station. We here.
Whoa. Listen, it takes wisdom to grab these sneakers and spin them. Cut a couple of linen and match them up with the denim called Davidedo. He'll cook it up like the kilo and have your Air Ones appropriate with the stilo. He's no Lilo, but he's mean with the stitch.